My name is Jim Hedman. I work for the sewer department for the Village of Hanover Park, and this is one of our pieces of equipment. It's called a vector, and why it's called a vector is it's got a vacuum setup, and it also flushes with this hose in the front. The Freightliner chassis, it holds 1,000 gallons of water in those silver tanks on the side here. If you look at the side, those tanks on the side, they actually hold 1,000 gallons of water that we use with the wheel in the front to flush out our sewers. The main thing that we do with this machine is that we maintain our sewer system with it, our sewer piping, our manholes. It factors like out of manholes, we have debris in manholes, and then we actually use the water with a nozzle in the front I will show you in a second, and that's how we clean out the sewers, to clean out roots, grease, and different debris that may block the sewer and cause backups in your homes. So first of all, if you look at the big tube runs across the top into a big tank, that's the backward part of it. And actually what happens is we have a vacuum that it creates, and when we put these tubes that are up here on the side, the front tubes, we connect to the front of that, and it drops down into the manhole. Any debris that's in the bottom, it sucks up through the tube, across the top, and down into this big hopper in the back. Once it's filled, we'll take it to the plant, and that's where we get rid of the debris. One of the main things that we use it for is to make sure that our sewer system, the pipes themselves, are really clean, and that's important so that you don't have backups in your home. And I can show you if you come this way. Like I said, the tanks have 1,000 gallons of water. It has a pump right here along the side. This here is a pump that goes back and forth, which pumps some water through the system so that we can, I'll show you how the nozzle works, but how the nozzle goes through the holes, it's projected by water and through little jets on the side of it, and that's how we come through and clean your debris out of your system. So what we have here, it's 600 feet of tubing that goes through the pipe, so we can literally clean 600 feet out. We'll send it the jet, this nozzle out 600 feet, and then as we come back, the nozzle's on the inside. If you can come closer, you can see these little jets. They're little ports on the side of it. These things here, that's what projects it forward, and then when we bring it back, those jets actually spray the outside of the pipe and draw all the debris. It won't let the debris stay where it's at. It comes back with us until we get it to the manhole, where we can take this tube down to the manhole and suck out the debris to make sure that the system's clean. All right. You come to the front here. This is all the controls. This is how we use the machine. These controls up here actually function to make the reel work and make the. That's how we send out the line to clean the pipes. The stuff on the bottom here is used for the vacuum part of it. It has a little TV screen here that gives us all our information. It tells us how many gallons of water we're spraying out per minute. It tells us how many feet we have going into the line, and that's how we can tell, because you can't see underground. So this gives us our view of what we're actually doing under there. Other than that, this is what the machine does. If you can get inside, if you want to come inside, and we can show you actually how the machine works from the inside and all the different controls. This is the inside of the cab. It's a large machine, so actually we have to have a CDL driver's license to drive something like this on the road. It's very important because it carries 1,000 gallons, or 1,000 gallons of water, and water weighs 8 pounds a gallon. So that's 8,000 pounds other than the weight of the truck that we're driving around with. So it's very important that you know how to use one of these, because the weight differences, braking and stuff, it's a lot different. Turn a key here. We have a key. We start it up. When we're using the different functions on the truck, you have your buttons here. That's a work button. You turn this on. You see a light come on. That's the PTO. Now we're ready to work. All the functions of the truck will work now. We also have working lights. And there's a second PTO function that you'll see here. Click come on. now the vacuum part will work. So these are the two functions that we use with the truck. Here's how you put it in gears: drive, reverse. There's all your instrument gauges telling you what the vehicle's doing. The important thing, this is the one that all the kids like. This is the horn. Very loud, but this is the control panel where we do without all this stuff, none of the stuff on the outside works. So the functionality of the truck. So each thing has a system that you use it a different way. But it's a very expensive piece of equipment that works very well, and we serve the public every day with it.